Good morning. Thank you, President Singler, for that warm welcome. I'm incredibly proud and I'm honored to be invited to share a few words of wisdom with such an accomplished audience on one of the most special days of your lives. I recognize that this opportunity is a privilege, and I also know that time is one of the most precious gifts that we have. I'm going to do my very best to use your time wisely and hopefully impart some words of wisdom along the way. So, what does one say to a group of graduates who range in age from 18 to mid-60s? Some of you are parents, some of you are caring for aging parents. Some of you are like my children, and your parents just won't let go of you no matter what you do. Regardless of your age, each of you has a new life in front of you, and when you're accomplishing today, it's an amazing step that's positioning you to create the future that you want to look back on and be so proud of one day. The life in front of you is filled with hope. Hope for a future that's filled with prosperity, dreams, aspirations, where there are no boundaries. No matter who we are, no matter what age we are, it's human nature that we all want to be part of something bigger than ourselves. I'm going to take just a few minutes. I'm going to share with you what you are a part of today. When you graduate, when you walk across this stage, you're going to become one of thousands of students who have graduated from this fine institution, but you're not just that number. You're a number that fits into a larger goal that's been set by the state of North Carolina. You see, North Carolina has a skills gap crisis, and I'd go so far as to say that we're in a state of emergency around workforce talent. You couldn't be graduating at a better time than now because 2/3 of the businesses require some level of education after high school, and yet about half of North Carolinians have the level of education that's necessary to meet the goals of our employers. If you take 100 ninth grade students today, 28 of these ninth grade students are going to graduate high school on time and then go on to earn a 2 or a 4-year degree within 6 years after high school graduation. That's 28 out of 100. Less than 1/3 of our high school students. But what I said is 2/3 are what's required to meet the job demands. To address the skills gap crisis in 2019, the North Carolina General Assembly passed legislation with bipartisan support, a signature of the governor. It included an educational attainment goal for the state. The goal is to have 2 million North Carolinians ages 25 to 44 to hold an industry-valued credential or a college degree, 2 or 4-year, by the year 2030. This goal was put into place to make sure that North Carolina remains economically prosperous now and into the future. Today in North Carolina, depending on what part of the state you live in, somebody with a high school diploma is expected to earn about $27,000 a year 15 years after high school graduation. Workers with an associate degree, however, can expect to earn on average about twice that much. The difference in your earning potential after graduating today can have a significant impact on the health and financial security for you and your family. So not only have you changed your life, you've also improved the future for generations to come. The nonprofit organization that I now lead is called My Future NC. We were created to move this 2 million by 2030 goal into action. To meet the goal, we're partnering with education and workforce entities across the state, like Robeson Community College. Just 4 months after our organization was created, the world shut down. Everything changed. People who had a dream of college suddenly found that life circumstances had just gotten in the way and roadblocks had been put up to achieving their dream. But you overcame so much to be sitting in the seat that you're in today. I understand that we have 294 graduates that'll graduate between this morning and this afternoon. Many of you are adult learners, many of you are high school students, and a high percentage of you are the very first person in your family to graduate. Perhaps you come from lower income, rural North Carolina. I'm proud to say that I actually grew up in Whiteville in Columbus County right next door, so it feels great to be in this neck of the woods. As we look at the audience today, each of you has your own unique story to tell. about your journey that landed you here. I want to share 4 quick stories as just a small sampling of just how resilient our graduates are. We've got one student here, previously completed her EMS degree, and her plan was to work towards a paramedic to registered nurse degree. Unfortunately, she broke her leg. She had some setbacks. She was forced to change careers. Her love for children led her instead to pursue a different program of study. This individual didn't let what she couldn't do get in the way of what she could do. And instead, even with all the obstacles, she'll graduate today in early education. She's got plans to continue and obtain her licensure. And while it changed her path in life, she's now able to positively change the future of many children whose lives she will now impact. Congratulations, Summer. Another graduate today is autistic. He didn't let this define him or prescribe his outcomes in life. He's persevered, he's worked hard to graduate today, and I'm excited to say he's going to be graduating with a 3.9 GPA. Congratulations, Christian. Congratulations. We have another graduate, a brilliant student, someone who's been the first selected to take on tough projects in his class, seeks to learn more, challenges himself in his studies. We're especially grateful for this student's hard work here in the South because he's going to be able to fix our air conditioners when they break. Congratulations, Cameron. And then finally, we have a paramedic student graduating with an EMS degree. She's being recognized as an outstanding student for her consistent demonstration of critical thinking, sound clinical practices, leadership, and hard work. She's a combat medic in the United States Army National Guard and was awarded the Army Achievement Medal for outstanding patient care during the pandemic. She's been consistently recognized by preceptors, EMS leadership, and others outside entities in her excellence in patient care. Among all of this, she's the mother of 5 children. So you've got a lot of people here that are very proud of you today. Congratulations, Janae. I could probably go story by story, and every single student has their own story that led to today. I want to congratulate all of them. But regardless of your story, you've all beaten the odds, and in addition to COVID, you've had to overcome hurdles and roadblocks. It might have taken you longer than 2 years to graduate. Many of you still in high school. You've earned this degree in addition to soon earning a high school diploma. So it might not have been easy. You persisted, and nonetheless, you did it. This degree from Robeson Community College is literally going to change the lives of every person on this stage and everybody in this audience. You've earned something that no one, and I repeat, no one can ever take from you: your education. You've overcome these obstacles to be here with us today, and your graduating class is going to have more grit and more resilience than any other class who's gone before you. And what an emotional and exciting time this must be. To the family, to the friends, the staff, congratulations to you as well for being on this journey with them. You've supported your graduate to get them across the finish line today. It could have been that extra word of encouragement, telling them you're proud of them, offering a hand up or a smile on that tough day. You might have been more understanding than usual on those stressful days before exams, or you simply were present and showed up to show how much you care. All of these things are what made the difference between your graduate dropping out or staying the course to achieving their dream. Thanks to each of you for the support that you've provided along the way. What a proud moment for every single person in this group. I'm going to shift gears these last couple of minutes. I'm just going to share a few lessons that I've learned along the way in hopes that it might save you from having to learn these hard knocks yourself. First thing, don't block your blessings. It's good to have a plan, but don't be so prescriptive that you miss the blessings along the way. Be careful what you ask for. You just might get it. People may not remember what you say. They remember how you made them feel. And North Carolina is a very small state. Your paths will cross again. Listen, seek to understand, not to be understood. Don't let what you can't do get in the way of what you can do. Keep moving forward. Don't be quick to say no. Be the glass half full person and find a way to get to yes. And sometimes it's just a matter of giving somebody the sleeves out of your vest, but compromise. Be willing to meet people where they are. Be financially smart. Balance between treating yourself for hard work and saving for a rainy day. Be a perpetual learner. Let this just be the whet of your appetite. Don't do anything you wouldn't be proud to face at a class reunion. You only have one body, so take good care of yourself and floss every day. I'm going to give just a few more words, and this is through the lens of an employer. Be the employee that you would want to hire and manage. Be true to your word. Show up and be on time. Details matter, so spell check, and that applies to your resume. Don't bring a problem without a solution. And don't put anything on social media you don't want an employer or your grandparent to see. If you've already done it, hope nobody did a screenshot, and hope they delete if they did. Finding perfect work-life balance is critical, and sometimes that means working late to finish an important job, and other times it means leaving early to make it to see an event of somebody special. Don't always be looking for the next big gig. Wherever you are, be the best in that moment, in the job you're in, and opportunities will follow. So with that, I'm going to close with just a last piece of advice and a call to action for each of our graduates today. Pay it forward. Take this gift of education that you've received when you leave here today. Find one person to encourage. Maybe it's a current student, they're struggling, somebody who's expressed a desire to go to college, come back to college, can't quite get motivated or figure out how. Maybe it's somebody that you care about that doesn't believe they can do it or may not even know their options. If you can't see it, you can't be it, so help them to have that dream. Reach out to them. Help them to dream it so they can be it too. And then come alongside them in their journey until they're sitting in the same seat that you're in today. Follow the examples of the students that I shared and leave a legacy of your own. Be the encourager, a mentor, a friend. Whatever you needed for your journey, be that for them. It's going to change their life, and it will change yours too. Fred Rogers said it best. We live in a world in which we need to share responsibility. It's easy to say it's not my child, not my community, not my world, and not my problem. And then there are those who see the need and they respond, and I consider those people my heroes. Please join me in tackling the state's audacious 2 million by 2030 goal. Help others to prosper, and each of you will be a hero and contribute to the ripple effect in whatever ways you can. Collectively, this ripple is going to be significant across the Old North State. To the graduates in the room, thanks for what you have done and for what you're about to do. Go conquer the world. Congratulations.